Hi, it's Hazel. Welcome to my channel, Hazel Anaka Design, and welcome to my first video of 2024. Through the magic of scheduling, you won't, hopefully, you don't know that I've been gone, MIA, since December 27th. We planned a trip to the States to visit my son and his wife and two grandsons, and just got home back here to the farm last night at 11. I'm still in my pajamas because I think there's something wrong with one of the furnaces. I can't seem to get the temperature above 18. So that'll be a surprise for my husband when he wakes up. Enough about that. Carol from the Crinkled Path had asked when we might be coming to the States again and could she send me something. And it wasn't that long ago that we were there. We were there in sort of mid to late-ish November. So I said sure. And of course, I also took packages to mail to some U.S. buddies. So I had to open the parcels, obviously, to get them into my suitcase. This time we drove, so there was more cargo space, which was great, but it was a wee bit squishy over two long days of driving. Anyway, let me get to it. This is the package that I received from Carol, and again, it is chunky and substantial, and I am very grateful to her. I feel like I have so much to say and so much to ask and so much to catch up on. Even though I took my laptop with me and tried to stay on top of replying to comments to my videos, I did fall behind in watching and commenting on others. And even though I'd taken some photos that I should have posted to Instagram, I didn't do that either. So I feel a bit discombobulated. Anyway, let us begin. I also want to remind you, so I don't know when I will be scheduling these Happy Mail any day. No, friendship. Okay, sorry. Dale from Not Too Shabby Chic created a hashtag called Friendship Any Day. And that's the hashtag I'll use for this. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know when this will be scheduled, but you will be hearing reminders periodically from several of us. I guess I'm a guest on the January 20th. I hope I'm saying, geez, do I even have a 2024 calendar in front of me? Sorry, guys. Still not totally in sync here. Okay, yeah, January 20th is a Saturday. That is going to be a live video, craft and chat with Carol at the Crinkled Path and Angela, the traveling crafter, because we are celebrating Carol's retirement from a long and illustrious career as a physiotherapist and leaving the 9-to-5 world within a day or so of her last day of work. She's also turning 55, which makes her practically a baby. Anyway, that's a lot of talking. So let's begin. Right on top of this pile are some yo-yos, and I have to say, I have never, and I know that, or I suspect that these were sent to me because of the colors. People kind of know that purple is one of my favorite colors. I have never seen yo-yos made out of, this silky, satiny type fabric. So it's good to know that it's possible. This one is also pretty gigantic, I have to say. It's probably close to 4 inches across, which of course is a lot easier to make. Anyway, those of course will find their way into a project. Thank you, Carol. Now this is such a cute little box. I've never seen anything like it. It's a Kodak box. You can tell this label looks old. That's not a date. That's not a date. But look at this, is a little plastic case. Now, is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? With a bunch of slides in there. Oh, and these are the lovely red ones. And of course, there are photos. I don't know if anyone's written a date on any of them, but it doesn't matter. They're cute. Now, when we were in Denver, we did manage to go to a couple of antique malls and a couple of, oh, you know what? I bet you this is one of her sewing bundles, sewing notion bundles. By the way, some of these things I already recognized from a recent live sale that Angela and Carol do every Thursday, or most Thursdays in the year, other than the first Thursday of the month. And these, I recognize some of these items as being items that were available either or both through the live sales and the Maker's Market, which incidentally I have to get my butt in gear and list some more of my own items. When I trolled through the site lately, I saw that there are additions constantly being added by sellers being approved to be sellers in the market. So if you haven't done so, it's really do yourself a favor and check it out. Just to see what you might be missing or what you can't live without. So this is tied together with what do you call it? Baker's twine. And again, there is that bluey, purpley theme going on. Oh, so I don't have anything like this, garment tag. There's a bit of embroidery thread. I thought there was another, a couple pieces of fabric. And look at how cool that is. Like, those colors are right up my alley. An old button card, package of needles, fancy dancy rickrack. Look at that, metallic mauve. Okay, what is this? Aunt Philly's. This might be for turning corners, like when you make a notched collar and you need to get into the corner to make a nice sharp point when you turn the collar. I've never seen a ticket this color. Oh, it's from a theater. That's cool. And again, lovely sort of, oh, and here are hook and eye set for a skirt or trousers. Again, purple. I've never seen that. Donahue sales. Okay, this is some kind of a fancy thing made out of a paper bag that clearly I need to dissect. I wonder, oh, it looks like this embossed part has been glued on to the bottom, the flat part of a bag. That is cool. Oh, and how about a hairnet? Woohoo. Is it still in there, pray tell? No. Yes. Cool. That is really a large envelope for that. Cool. Okay, let me try to keep some of these things together and just off camera. And this. Don't we love the look of crumply, cracking, discolored paper? Oh, this is gorgeous. I don't know if you can tell, it's sort of burgundy, plum, Merlot, Cabernet colored ink. And just so sweet. Okay, and I'm not hoarding this. I am, that's my new thing. Oh, and here are some like really dark buttons also that are right in the same, up that same alley. Thank you, Carol. And this, I have this I'm sure it's the same pattern, but in perhaps a less attractive colorway. Yeah, this is cool. This would be perfect for a journal cover. Oh, you know what? I should say that on January 20th, when we do that live craft, oh, see, I don't have it within reach here. Sticking with the 9 to 5 theme, Carol found these Duncan Hines kits, kits for baking that have Dolly Parton's face on them. So I, of course, don't have that in Canada. But Angela sent me a box, which was, I didn't know that you could get such a thing. But anyways, a kit for making cornbread, Duncan Hines brand. So while, again, when space and volume are a premium in a car ride, car trip, we ended up baking that at the house, and I just salvaged the cover, took photos of the instructions, and I'm just thinking that this is probably enough or nearly enough. Oh, this is definitely enough to do 2 covers, like so. So why don't I? See, I haven't done a speck of work on the project because, of course, I've been away. But wouldn't it be a cool tribute to Carol and to our burgeoning friendship if I used a lot of these, like made a journal for myself, because goodness knows, don't I deserve a nice journal for myself? If I used some of these purpley components here to make the journal for that project. That is my plan. Oh, and look at this. It looks like, sort of like wood grain. If wood grain and tie-dye had a baby, this would be the result. And these watercolory kind of feel, so that's beautiful as well. I see something. Oh, and look at, Carol sells these, which is a good, I had no idea they were this big. Let's just, for the heck of it. Well, they're not, every piece is not the same size, but this one seems to be poking out the furthest. So let's see just how big these are. I had no idea they were that big, to be honest. Okay, like, it's hard to read on here. Okay, this is, up to here is 18 inches. And then another 9 inches. Okay, somebody do the math. 18 and 9. So about 27 inches long. So really kind of generous strips. So I won't flip through every single one, but you can tell that there's some lovely mauve on the top. So it's sort of done in color families to some degree. Some pieces are shorter, obviously, but that's okay. Because we know we have purposes, we have fun, projects and purposes for all of this stuff. This one is, oh, that's like Fortrell. Anyone in the crowd old enough to remember Fortrell? And the ickiness of that feel? No, in hindsight, a person might want to say that, but at the time, my goodness, that was revolutionary. Stretch fabric? Cool. Okay, Carol, that is my plan. I'm using, well, I don't want to limit myself and say exclusively what you've sent, but I bet you I probably could if I chose to challenge myself that way. And here are some lovely napkins. Who doesn't love a floral? This one is different in that it's kind of a wood grain, and wouldn't that make a great border like on, pockets or something where you want a shallower design? That's lovely. Oh, I believe there's a black and white project coming up for me, so that's great. This is lovely. Again, love the color. And I am a sucker for sunflowers, so that is cool. I don't know if I don't think I've ever had this particular one, but yeah, nice, 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 nice. Of course, sunflowers are significant to Ukrainians because that sort of is, I don't know if it's been named the national flower in Ukraine, but it is definitely a common sight, apparently. Another thing that was for sale in the recent live sale were these wallpaper bundles. And again, I didn't realize that the pieces were so generous. They're, probably 30 inches or so. Anyway, I don't really, okay, if I move this, maybe I can spread my wings a bit here. Okay, so I'll just show you partial designs, and this is probably upside down, but you'll get the idea. So grapevines, or I could turn it over and not disorient you as much. Okay, let's see what we have here. So this is Western, so with these cute cowboy boots. If I ever do another farm journal, that certainly would work in there. This is nice. This is sort of that old, what would you call this? I think there's a style, it's sort of folk art for sure. So I have all the pieces here. Okay, it's 3 different papers. I'm not sure if that's the entire, if that's the way she sold them, or if these were surplus or what, but that's cool. I love using wallpaper borders. They make great signature covers because, of course, they're more durable than ordinary paper. And it ties the theme right through the whole journal. And here is another one. Look at that. I remember admiring this in the sale. Oh, and those birdhouses are so cute. And this is really deep, too. I won't pull up my ruler, but this is even deeper. Well, I guess I have to measure. There's no 2 ways about it, no? Sorry for the clattering. Whoops. 9 inches. So yeah, just a bit of trimming at the top of that design would make, this could even be a journal. Wouldn't that be a cute journal cover? Again, there's substance to wallpaper borders. Cool. Thank you so much, Carol. I love this blue. Oh, I love them all. You can't pick favorites. Okay, what is this? Oh, see, this is... Okay, can I figure out which... Okay. This is a township map. Oh, okay. Well, it's not labeled. I mean, it shows probably a few quarter sections or how that... See, in Canada, 4 of these would be a quarter section. So this is obviously something... Oh, South Alberta Land Company. CPR Pump House. This is Canadian, for heaven's sake. Township 9. Hudson's Bay Company. Cool. I'm going to have to look at this a little. These township and range roads are quite far from where I am, but okay. South Saskatchewan River, so it's southern Alberta. I'm closer to the North Saskatchewan River. Okay, what else? Oh, Canada. Oh, well, I'm not so sure I agree with this, but anyway, Canada, the basic items of Canadian diet, how about the Canadian diet or a Canadian diet, are few and simple. Potatoes, homemade bread, and maple syrup. Yeah, maybe just a wee bit of stereotyping there. Canadians are exceedingly fond of potatoes, and they eat enormous quantities of them prepared in countless ways. Dainty, thin slices of pale white bread would not be appreciated in this hardy country. Instead, there's demand for large loaves of home-style bread, hot and delicious. Even city dwellers will not accept anything but the country-style bread. The national sweet tooth inclines towards maple syrup, and large amounts of it are used for sweetening practically everything. Yeah, maybe in Eastern Canada that might be true. In the western part of the nation, games such as venison, rabbit, bear, duck, and geese play an important part. I think this is very old and stereotypical. Please don't believe everything you read. Yeah, I've never had venison, rabbit, bear, duck, or goose. Anyway, I love the quaintness of this and the fact that she thought of me. Ontario. We don't. Okay, this would have been ripped out of a whatchamacallit, a scrapbook probably. Can't quite make out the year. This one is, Olds, Alberta. Okay. No date. Well, there is, it says September 4th, but no year. Those are cool. The Baska River, Jasper Park. Cool. Alberta, British Columbia road maps. Don't know the date, but I won't bother looking for it right now, but typically maps are dated. Cool. Above the Rockies through digital eyes. Okay, this is 1995. Oh, look, there's Montana. The road, both going down and coming back, was excellent. Bare and dry. Call it there, Denver. And I'm northeast of Edmonton, so yeah, you can see that was quite dry. 2 long days of driving. Cool. Sorry, guys. Oh, my town is not on there, but it's there. I mean, I know it's there. Cool. And these are pages from another book and pages about Canada. Typically, okay, here's Alberta. Typically, my town's on this one. Typically, we don't, our 10 provinces and territories don't get as much play as your 50 Canadian oaty buttermilk hotcakes. Well, I appreciate the sentiment of including a Canadian recipe, even though, let's be honest, I'm not gonna bake anything. The Canadian Rockies, Alberta color. Again, really consider it. I don't see a date. I think in one video I may have done a little teeny tiny bit of whining about how Canada got, or Alberta, it might have even been a Canadian publication, and we got kind of shunned here in the Oh, see, and this is all the mountain. The mountain is part, well, Canadian Rockies, of course. The mountain is part of the province. The thing that makes tourists swoon and come from around the world to see our beautiful mountains. Here's something in French, Vive la Canadien. Very nice. Another page out of an atlas with Canada. I guess if I turned this over, I wouldn't have to flip the whole, every item. Historic Ontario, Old Upper Canada. See, don't tell anyone, but Toronto and that area, like Ontario and Quebec, they think they're the center of the universe. Us kids in the West don't really abide with such thinking. Because we're the upstarts. We're the free thinkers. We're the self-reliant. But this is so cool with these sepia-colored drawings. Very nice. Quebec and Newfoundland, also from a National Geographic. Oh, look. That is cool. Oh, and a moose. I've been to Quebec a couple of times. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay, the Northern Wheat Region. So that's Saskatchewan. This paper feels, you know that really old stuff that feels kind of silky? Nice. Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario. I think she gave me all of Canada right here in this bundle. Town of Bow Island. Oh, this is from place names in Alberta. I don't think I have this book, even though clearly I should. That is cool. This is that's great for collaging. Those kind of graphic elements. Another part. Okay, is my place here? Yes, it is. I could do a whole journal on Canada with all the stuff that she sent. Quebec. 1956. Cool. Nelson, BC. Oh, what would possess someone to do a postcard in pencil? That's pretty well rubbed off from the ages. Oh, it was to someone in Washington. I don't know this. Oh, Moraine Lake in the valley. That's an Alberta one. Oh, Canmore. That's where I go to the timeshare. Three Sisters mountain range. Or not mountain range, but mountains. This is cool. I couldn't do an envelope. The wallpaper didn't like being... Okay. Western Union Telegram. Hazel, Merry Christmas. Stop. You are a dear and precious friend. Stop. Thank you again for making the trip so we could swap. Stop. Much love. My attempt at an authentic telegram. Don't really stop, huh? Cool. That's going into the journal. Oh, and this. Look at this. 3D, or what? Pop shots around the tree. That looks old. Is there a date here? Nope. But that is cool. That might have to be one of those items that stays intact and is just a Christmas decoration next year. Okay, Toronto, Quebec City. Oh my God, see, Toronto. They just, I don't know, they got a superiority complex over there. Look at how, anyway, I'll stop belaboring that. New Brunswick. I've never been to New Brunswick, but hey, that's where another friend, Kim Newberg, lives. I might have to look up her address. She, of course, is it's her brainchild of the Happy Mail movement, which, by the way, there was some of that, a couple of those envelopes waiting for me when I got home. Oh, this is Carol's decal. Cool. I decided, like, it's stickers. I don't know whether you realize this or not, but in the States, stickers are everywhere. So I kind of decided, I found some at the hockey tournament that our second grandson was in. They were hockey related, of course, like there's a picture of a hockey bag with, you can just tell, aroma coming from it. And the line was, "Smell my bag." So I think I'm starting a sticker collection. Sort of ones that just come my way. So that's going to be part of the sticker collection. Okay, what is this? Bell Telephone Memorial and Bell Homestead by A.J. Winter. Souvenir of Brantford, the Telephone City. Now, is this where... Wait, don't remind me. Alexander Bell, the inventor of the telephone. There he is. And for the youngins in the crowd, that was not a cell phone that he invented that slices, dices, and does everything else. Father of the inventor. See, I don't really know the story. Oh, look at that. Spitting image of the old man. Poofier hair, though. This is so cool. Nothing like getting an American friend to send you some history of your own. So that's 1917. This is very cool. See it, Brown. I don't see a date, but a person would have to read through this and see when it was done. Okay, I have to speed things up here. Sacramento Union, 1931. Oh, cool. Look at those high heels. A look at those. $5, guys. And how about a hat for $5? And a purse, a leather purse for $1.95. Kleenex, 5 boxes for 59 cents. Now you can't get one for that price. Very nice. And this, this feels, I don't know, don't invent words. Okay, so this is 1969. I don't know, would this have been like one of those Christmas type letters where Christmas newsletter? And then they add a personalized message at the bottom? I guess so. Very nice. On paper, nothing emailed about this. We go to New Zealand, Australia, Bangkok, Delhi, Kabul, Tehran, Beirut, Istanbul, Athens, Ravello, Madrid, Lisbon, Dublin, London, home. Oh, come on. Isn't that a wee bit much? I wonder how long they were gone for. Okay, what is this? Charles Robinson. Oh, look, the kid was learning to write in 1942. 1943. So this, and you can see, everyone who can't write to save their lives is always admiring penmanship. Well, this is how it all began, people. It was part of the curriculum, and you did it over and over and over again until you had something legible and stylish and beautiful. Okay, this is the last of it, so let's quickly get through this. Yeah, this is definitely wallpaper. So again, put it this way, fold it in half, and you've got enough for 2 journal covers, or an inside and an outside. That's nice. Oh, this is nice. You know that would be one of my favorites. I think this design, if I remember correctly, was called Bargello back in the day. Love the neutrality of that one. Love the geometric. You can tell that this is fairly modern, but that's great because what a neutral palette to build on. Oh, here's the same pattern in a different colorway. I believe it's the same. Yep. That looks, I think some people kind of do anything to avoid white, but there is a freshness and purity to white that oh my goodness. Love this. See, this I would put on my wall. Beautiful. This looks like a textile. Oh, and it's got raised parts to it. That is great. Oh. Now this, maybe this will, depends if this is big. Mind you, I can cut down the cake box. This is beautiful. It's Asian in theme, but it sort of reminds me of toile. Anyway, Carol, you have done it again. You have chosen items that are significant and personalized and things I haven't seen before. And it just, this is priceless, the telegram. It just reminds me again of your, what do we want to call it? Sensitivity, generosity, and the ability, I guess, to listen to, to pick up clues that a person, or signals that a person is not even aware they're sending. Oops. I cannot lose this because I've never received a telegram before. So, talk about a first. And then all these lovely notions. You know what? It was really nice to have the break away from, the craft room, to see family, to play games and so on. But eventually a person starts thinking about getting home and oh, I didn't show these cupcake liners or muffin liners or whatever you call them. See, they're gingham, which is so cool, but they are sort of plasticized, I guess, so, things don't stick to them when you bake. These, oh yeah, different company, obviously, but still same principle. Really nice. Anyway, what I was saying is you start beginning to think, okay, what do I have to do when I get home? And I realized I have so much to do when I get home. I started Junk Journal January. I promised, because you asked for it, I promised to do a start to finish on my blush color journal. I'm doing this thing on January 20th with the girls for Carol's retirement and birthday. I am doing Caroline's craft tree. Now, I just printed those things. Where are they? I have to do some fuss. Oh, right here. She's, her thing, in case you want to get on board. These are freebies. Forever tag journal. So it's going that, and she has her introductory video up. So the journal, if you choose to, your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be making a journal that'll be this high. So that's almost, I'd say that's 8 inches, because the paper is 8.5. but it will be bound with tabs. So I don't think I've ever done a tab journal. And even if you didn't want to do that, look at all these gorgeous freebies. And, you know, Caroline just not so long ago crossed her 4,000 subscribers threshold. So if you haven't already signed up, I haven't taken full advantage of her freebies because, you know, there are limits to what a person can do. But if you're just starting out and need some gorgeous materials to work with and maybe can't afford digitals or the books to cut things out yourself, that's certainly a good option to find those channels that are offering beautiful freebies. So, but anyway, the point I'm trying to make is there's so many worthwhile things that are happening and so many people I would like to affiliate with through their projects and all of that, but my goodness, when? I'm doing junk journal vision board. That's Carrie, the paper monkey thing. And I started mine in a book. I hope you've seen that video. I, of course, did an Altered Reader's Digest for my own 2024 planner. I'd better stop this video and get to work, eh? Canadian. Anyway, thank you so much, Carol. I think the timing of this is perfect. I will make my journal. Okay, I'll just one last bit of trivia. Early on, when I first fell into the black hole we call junk journaling and junk journal making, I bought a bunch of those plastic bins. They're shallow, maybe 3 inches or so, or 3.5, with covers from Dollarama. And I started a bunch of those with different themes of journals that I intended to make, because I guess I thought I was going to be working around the clock. Anyway, one of the first ones I labeled was the color purple, because, hey, too clever by half, I would say. That, of course, is an Oprah Winfrey, movie, blah, blah, blah. So, believe it or not, in all this time, I've never really done anything purple, so to speak, with that as the overriding theme. But I'm going to make my January 20th be that project, because I have all of this, plus I have a lot of stuff that I've collected and have long since forgotten I even had. So, I will finally say goodbye until the next video. There will be a video of the things Angela sent me and the things that Carrie sent me, as well as a small haul video from our Denver and Colorado Springs trip. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys in the next one, and hopefully we'll get some heat going here in the house. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.